Hello friends, this is Manu. Welcome to Matlab tutorial for beginners. This is part 5. And please remember, I will be uploading these kind of videos in a regular basis. So don't forget to subscribe. Let's start. So in this part, I will be mainly handling with matrices and arrays in Matlab. So as I said earlier, Matlab treats every variable as a matrix. Even it is a single value, then also it's considered as a one by one matrix. Okay, so every variable as considered as matrix, we have to think like everything is matrix. Okay, so Matlab mainly defines 4 types of variable based on the arrangement of data. Okay, so mainly those types are scalar, vector, matrix and array. So let's go through each and every one. So let's go to my Matlab. So here let us take the scalar. So scalar is nothing, is simply but it's a single value. That is, so let's go to command window and let's x is equal to 5. Then you can see that x value is 5. X is a variable and the value is simple. So scalar is simple. That's whatever be the value we are assigning to the variable, it's single value. It's one by one matrix. Matlab treats as a one by one matrix. So there is nothing funny in that. So what we have seen like this. If you want to type that in a program, you use input functions for assigning the value, like x is equal to input of enter the value in quotes and we type enter. So we can give the value through the command window. That examples we saw in the previous videos. So let's keep this. And the second one is the vector. That is, in vector, it's like it's defined as the arrangement of data items in a row or column manner. So let's do an example. Let's clear this, clear the variables and clear the screens. Okay, so x is equal to, if I'm in Matlab, we can enter the values in a matrix as like this. That is, open square bracket and the vector is like, suppose if I am entering the values as 1 and putting space 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and I am typing enter, you can see the x value as that 1 by 5 size of vector. So it's like these are the elements. Either you can put comma after each element, that is 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, in the new versions of Matlab, you don't have to put the comma. You can just put the space and it will consider as the next element in Matlab. So this is a row vector. That is, there is only row element will be present in a vector value. So let's go for a column vector. It's like, in column vector we will type like y, suppose y is a variable, and we'll type inside the square bracket like this. That is 1 semicolon 2 semicolon, and after each elements we will type a semicolon. That is, it will go to the next line like that. So I am typing enter. As you can see, it's a column, it's a column vector. That is, only column element are present in that. So if you type x as a row vector and y is a column vector. Okay, so this is the difference in vectors. There are mainly 2 types of vectors are present. So as you know that what is a scalar and vector, and the these two are easy. So we can type like this. And remember one, there is a tip I will tell you. You can type like, if x is equal to, you can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, because that is a row vector. If you want to convert this into column vector, you can type like x dash. Okay, so you can type this x dash and type enter. You can see these elements are arranged in a column vector. So whatever you do, if I type like y dash, you can see the y elements are 1 2 3 4 5 as a column, and I am typing enter. You can see those elements are converted into row elements. Okay, so if you want to change the something like that, you can use this trick also. Let me tell you some tips also. If I want to create a vector matrix like the elements is from 1 to 10, then I can type like this. Okay, like let me clear, like x is equal to, if I am typing 1 colon 10 and I am press enter, you can see from 1 to 10 the minimum value is 1 and maximum value is 10, and with an increment 1 the vector is automatically generated. And if I wanted to change the increment value, suppose then I type like this, x is equal to 1 colon 2 colon and 10. So it will give you, see, the with 2 increment, 1 after 2 increment 3, then 2 increment 5, then 2 increment 7 and 9. So in between these value you can get generate. If I want to change the increment like some 0.1, so 0.5, then the changes will be like 1 1.5 2 2.5 like this. So if you want to generate some range of values, you can do this type of shortcuts in Matlab. There is also another function like linspace. So okay, so this function will retrieve, give you an example. Linspace 1 comma 10 comma 5 will give you the minimum and maximum value will be 1 and 5. The first value will be minimum value, the second value will be the maximum value, and the third one will be the number of values present in this. So here I am putting 5 because 1 2 3 4 and 5 values is available here. If I am changing the same value as 20 and I am typing enter, you can see the minimum value is 1 and the maximum value is 10, but the division is different. That is, this total value will be 20. So in this way also, if you don't know the interval, you can simply type like this also. So this is one way to generate in Matlab the matrix. Okay, so if we want to assign a variable as a matrix, so we use like this. It's the same way. It is equal to in square bracket for every row. Suppose if I am typing a 3 by 3 matrix, that is 1 2 3. So first 3 element is I have typed with given space, and I am putting colon, so semicolon, then typing next 3 value, that is 4 5 6, and again I am putting the next semicolon, then some 5 6 and 36 7 and 8. Okay, and I am typing enter. You can see the elements are like assigned in this, that is 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, so this is a matrix we have created. And suppose if I want to access only the first row in the matrix, then I will put like x1 comma colon. I'm typing enter. You can see the first row is selected in this. So if I want to fetch only the first row, then I can type like the first element is a row and the second element is column. So I am typing the first row and all the column elements in that same value. So for fetching all the elements, like we will put like column. If I want to fetch the second row, then we will type like x2 comma colon, and we can get that's 4 5 6 as the selecting. And in the opposite way, if I am typing like x colon comma 1, then what will I get? I will get opposite, like 1, 4 and 6. These three values, 1, 4 and 6 value I can achieve. Okay, so in this way we can access the elements into matrix. So the next one is array. Array is like, so generally it refers multi-dimensional data structure of dimensional higher than 2. Okay, so let's do an example, like x is equal to, so I'm having this as a matrix x, and if I want to add more, that is the second, like, so let's see, this is like an array. So the first one will there is a 3 by 4 matrix is there. In the second array there is another 3 by 4 matrix. So all these values are stored in a single variable, but it's an array. So in this way, okay, so now let me tell you another way of having array. That is like, in these previous examples we saw that is each element in a matrix is simply a digit value or a number. So suppose if you want to add some other values like characters or some other in the variable, we use a different approach. That is like, now let us show a different approach of array. I want to add some other characters in a matrix. So it's not only number, the other characters. So in that case we will be doing like a is equal to, and we will put the elements in, use the curly bracket, not the square bracket. We use the curly bracket and we will enter the values like this. So let's see, I'm putting a character like hello, and the second comma, then the second element is like Matlab. Okay, and the third element is like some 5 or something. Then typing enter. As you can see, the a value has saved. It's not a matrix, it's different approach. Here the first element is hello, the second element is Matlab, and the third one is a digit, which is a array. And if I am suppose I'm defining another x is equal, x has a value, it's a row vector. So I am adding this vector to another, this a, like a of, so you can see a as the last element is an x, but it's a matrix. So this is a different kind of approach to save the data, the variable in Matlab. So if you want to save a character or any other something for the or the pool of characters and numbers or matrices, whatever it is, you can use the curly bracket and save the value in Matlab like this. Okay, so that is the end of this tutorial. I hope you everyone understood. If there are any doubts or comments and query, just do it the comments in the below. I will be happy to reply for you. So thank you guys for watching.